in Lichtenberg, Germany. I think it's Berlin. Just I don't know, 10 minutes from downtown. Uh, so tired from the travels, almost 24 hours of traveling, and just didn't have the energy to go downtown. Went to the train station, but couldn't do it. Didn't feel that great. Don't push yourself. You know yourself. Um, and if you can, adapt to the situation. If you feel yourself more tired than you thought, well, cut back on what you're doing. And you might say, well, that's easy for you to say. You're retired, and you're right. When I was a teacher, I couldn't say that. Or maybe I could, but it was more difficult. Um, but just take care of yourself. I'm just saying, nobody else knows you as well as you do, and you can't help others unless you help yourself first. And you have to be solid and stable, and as I say, safe, centered. Keep your mind in the middle, as one of the cowboys said in John Wayne's The Cowboys, which I would show my classes when we studied Settlement of the West. One reason was it was a good story of young people coming of age and boys becoming men in a way, but also it had a strong Hispanic character, which a lot of movies back then did not. And I had a lot of Hispanic students, so they could relate to that. And, you know, I wish it had some strong female characters. It didn't. So, um, the women need strong female characters to relate to as well. And that's something that's important. And we're doing better today than we did back in the day. I'm at a great hostel. I love it. It's a hostel hotel, like a lot of places. I have my private room, but the bathrooms are shared. But here in Berlin, that's about $75 a night with a very nice buffet breakfast. So $75 a night. Now this is on a Sunday and Monday, off nights. But just feel lucky to be here. To go from Fayetteville, Arkansas to Berlin, um, from basically 9 in the morning until, when did I get here? 2 o'clock the next day, something like that. I'm still kind of tired. And I remember working and traveling back and forth from Seattle to Morocco, going through Paris usually. When you flew across the ocean, it would usually take at least 2 days, not one day. It would take 2 days to acclimate a little better and catch up on your sleep. That's the main thing, I think. So um, make sure you get your sleep, because we're just no good without that. Just the basics, sleep, um, healthy eating, some exercise. Um, and then the basic human needs, safety and housing. We're not very good at that worldwide. I think they're better in Germany than America, actually, taking care of people and making sure. I haven't seen as many homeless here and struggling people. Some, and quite a bit of graffiti, but from what I'm used to, um, I think they're more focused on taxation, which helps pay for services. In America, especially the Republicans are into cutting taxes, which of course will cut services. And so we leave what do they say in the Bible? The least of mine, how you treat the least of mine is how you treat me. So we don't treat the least of mine very well, which I think is basically a sin, basically self-centered. Um, if if we want to be rich, personally rich, then I think we're abrogating our responsibilities to those that need a, a good life, basic human rights, basic needs. You will not get your higher needs without your basic needs met. So we have to help everybody get their basic needs met, and then we can all be more fulfill our potentials with the higher needs. But we have to get the basics, and it's a struggle. I'm in Berlin and much closer to the trouble and war and tragedy in Ukraine, and some of the sabotage of the gas pipelines in the ocean that's affected gas delivery, and already electricity and gas prices are doubled or more in the last year because of the Ukraine invasion by Russia, and you can't keep buying gas and energy from a dictator that attacks other countries. He already took over Crimea years ago, and we kept acting like we can trade with Russia, but it's not really true. You have to make a stand. We have to be more energy independent, clean energy independent, which is happening around the world. It's slower than it should be, but it's happening, and that's a good thing. So, anyway, just wanted to say hello from Berlin, Lichtenberg. Nice people, a very nice place. I did not get to see much today, but that's okay. I don't think I have the energy. But tomorrow will be a different day. All right, rock and roll, amigos.